Ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is the module that we are going to be diving into. What is the new era business model? Of course, you've probably seen ads on this. You've probably seen my content. What the fuck does this thing even mean? What are we even talking about here? New era business model. Why is, what you're doing not going to get you to the goals that you want to achieve? We're going to break this down in this short module, and the succeeding module is going to go into can anyone do this, why you can and cannot do this in your business, and then what is not your problem in business. Because these are very, very big, I want to say like mental blocks for a lot of barbers, and why they think you might be a part of them, like they're thinking, oh man, charging $100, $200, I can't do that in my area. Well, I'm here to tell you, you know what? If you think that, you're probably right. But not for the reasons that you believe so, right? It's not because that you don't have clients that'll pay that for you. It's really because you're fucking yourself. And at the end of the day, with that mentality, at the end of the day, you can grow the business to that level. But what you're doing inside of the business is not going to work. And it will map out why that isn't a possibility. So let's go into what the model is. So basically, it's just generating higher paying clients to charge more and make more income without scaling your workload. You look out in the barber industry today, and you see what everybody means, or what everybody's talking about in terms of how to make more money, cut hair faster, cut more heads per day, do more services, add more to your service. All it circles around is doing more fucking work. I'm sorry. Do you want to do any more fucking work to make more money? Absolutely not. That's not how business is ran. That's how a slave in a workforce is ran, right? That's how a machine is ran. You are not a machine for one, and for damn sure, you didn't get in this damn thing just to be a blue-collar worker, right? And at the end of the day, you will have a limit on how much hard work you can do before you start seeing diminishing returns. What I mean by that is, you could work for 12 hours out of the day, maybe 2-3 weeks at a time, but at some point in time, your quality is going to dip down, and you're not going to be able to hold up the same quality of cuts. And you're not going to be able to work as long as day. And your quality of life is going to suck afterwards, right? We'll dive into this. Now, just think about this for me real quick, because every barber I talk to at first, especially about this, they're like, $20K, I could probably do that right now. I'm like, well, what are you charging? I'm charging $50 a cut. I'm like, man, you definitely have not thought this fucking through. And let's be honest. Us as barbers, we're not the smartest motherfuckers around the block. We didn't go to college. I know for myself, I barely passed high school, right? And I've dropped out of college myself. And a lot of us go into barbering just kind of having we have high, I don't want to say egos, but we have a high belief in ourselves, but we don't think things through logically whatsoever. There's no logic behind this. So stay with me here, okay? Because we're going to walk this through piece by piece to make it make sense to you. So let's say you do charge $50 a cut, okay? So how many cuts would you have to do at $50 in order to make $20K a month, right? At $50 a cut, you have to do 320 cuts. That equals $16K a month. Plus, let's say your average tip at $50 is $10. That's a pretty fair tip, right? Everybody typically charges around $10 at $50. It's fair, right? Over 320 cuts, that equals $19,200 a month. Now, you might be thinking, hey, that's $20K a month, damn near. That doesn't sound bad. I could probably push that. Let's break it down a little bit, okay? 320 cuts a month over 4 weeks is 80 cuts per week. You might be like, hey, that's not bad. I could probably do that. 80 cuts over 5 days of work is 16 cuts a day. Hey, you know what? I might be able to do that. 8 to 16 hours of work per day with no lunch breaks, depending on how fast you cut hair. Now, your upside is, of course, you make 19.2K. Here's the downside. You have no fucking life. You have to be at work 5 days out of the week for at least 8 to 16 hours straight. Every single fucking day. You basically cut hair till your arm falls off. It's honestly not sustainable. How is doing that year after year sustainable? Again, too, in business, the person who wins is the individual who can sustain that over a long period of time, right? That's why you see a lot of barbers who, yes, they can push their business up higher, but they'll settle a little bit lower in terms of their income. They might be able to make, let's say, $8K a month. But at $8K a month, it's totally unlivable because their quality of life diminishes. They have no life. They're always fucking tired. They're always at the shop. They're always cutting hair. And basically they just cut hair to make money and that's it. They don't even have time to utilize the money for fun or investments. And this is their life basically, right? And they end up hating life and work becomes basically work. Now, again too, yes, could you make this in 1 month? But who fucking cares if you only make it in 1 month? Honestly. Because what we want to do is have something that can be repeatable month after month, simple, and doesn't require us to sell our souls to 320 cuts every single fucking month. Yes, okay, is this feasible? Yeah, but like, who wants to work this fucking much? If you're still like, oh man, I'll do it, try it. First of all, try to get that many clients in. Second of all, then keep that up for at least 3 to 5 years. Tell me how you feel. I'm willing to bet you're going to become a depressed little fuck. This right here looks like a hellhole. And if you're trying to convince yourself, just get the fuck out, honestly. Like, you're one of those like dumb barbers that like is like, oh no, I'll do this, and then ends up hating their life, but never admits it, and like never is kind of like too prideful. We don't have time for that bullshit. Let's honestly call a spade a spade. This shit sucks, and this shit's whack as fuck. Nobody got into a business to run it this way, right? Now, how many cuts would you have to do at $200 in order to make $20K a month? At $200, you only have to do 80 cuts a month to equal $16K. At $16K, and this is very generous. Typically, we see anywhere between a $75, almost closer to $90 tip at the $200 price point. Because again, too, these are people who are paying a higher price tag. So let's just say $50 average tip over 80 cuts. This equals us to $20K per month, right? 80 cuts over 4 weeks is 20 cuts a week. 20 cuts divided by 5 days of work is 4 cuts a day. This will equal maybe 6 hours tops per day of work. After that, you have time to work on other business ventures. Upside, you make $20K a month. You have less work. You have more income. It's sustainable. You create a time freedom hack, which enables you to now allocate time to other business ventures to create even more time. And essentially, when we get into running a business, this is what we're all going for, right? We're going for this time to money hack and this time freedom hack. We escape a 9 to 5. We don't work a 9 to 5. We don't work a regular job because we understand we don't want to trade our time for money. You're trading your time for money right here. You did not escape this whatsoever. 320 cuts, 8 to 16 hours of work just to make this. I don't care what this number is. This is hellacious. This is much better. I would trade 4 to 5 hours every day to make $20K a month over trading 16 hours a day to make $19K a month. All day. Like, and hopefully you start seeing, like, once you start seeing the numbers pan out the way they do, this starts making more sense of like, okay, this old model, and this is what every barber pushes in terms of like, oh, go price every $5, $10, keep prices competitive, make sure you can like cut everybody, cut kids, make sure your prices are reasonable. All this is pushing you towards this type of business. And yet this is why the whole industry doesn't have the $20K per month business, but they have like a top 6 to 8K, because this is what this is like optimized for, about 6 to 8K per month. This is pretty decent. But nobody has this business settled, right? And we choose barbering as our time freedom hack. That's our vehicle to get the time freedom. That's what we chose. We didn't go to college. We weren't smart enough to create like a software business, and we didn't get into like coding or anything like that. But the old model of what we know and what the OGs teach us and what barber school teaches is not optimized for the type of growth needed in order to make this reality, because again, they didn't do that. Again, understand, the barbers before us were not that fucking smart either. They really weren't. Think about it. You look back at barber school, some of those people are really questionable individuals. You kind of question their decision making. You're like, oh, I wouldn't, like, you fucking like own a barber school and like you're smoking weed with the students and shit like that, and like, why are you even doing, like, even like some of the business practices is kind of questionable. Like, just think about these things, right? It's all in front of you, and like, you can't trust a lot of these individuals of like what they have to say. If they're pushing towards a business like this, run. Now, this old model relies on you working all damn day just to make money, right? And at the end of the day, that's not what we're trying to do this for. We're trying to create, like, again, too, more freedom in our lives while we can still generate more money. That's like the hack. And it took me a while to come up with this thing and actually make this thing work. Not only my business, but also other barbers as well, too. Now, here's the one downside. I would say the majority of you, if not all of you, don't know how to get $200 clients. That's the one downside. Legit. Like, if it has all this upside, but there's one downside of like, well, you just don't know how to get $200 clients. But here's the beautiful thing. If you just solve this, you can get this business, right? Because honestly, you can't solve this. You can't solve not having, unless you just like, I don't know, take like some ashwagandha and just like numb yourself all day long. But like, be like a robot to where you have no emotions, which is impossible. You're human, right? Like, so let's figure out how to figure out the actual problem that is the easiest to solve, which in my opinion is this, right? And here's the key. Business success comes down to how well you can solve problems. Problems are inevitable no matter what direction you turn in. The key is choosing the easiest problem to solve to give you the highest probability of success and allows us to have success long term. So again, what's easier to solve and can be done for a long time? The problem of the old model, which is trying to find enough energy to will your way through the rest of your career for cutting 16 heads every day, day after day, year after year, or just solve the problem and learn how to generate clients $200. I would gladly take my hack at this all day, every day, then try to take my hack at this. Because even if I solve this problem, I'm miserable as fuck. If I solve this problem, I'm happy as fuck. And a lot of barbers don't think about these things. They allow all of their beliefs about business, their insecurities, and their let's say their lack of belief in self to really rule over their decision making on this. Because again, too, if you're like, oh, clients won't pay me, I should never have clients pay me that price point. It's like, you're a fucking business. Come on now, right? End of the day, you think Versace or Gucci really care if they're charging, or Louis Vuitton care about if they're charging you those prices, or Nike? No, it's a business. They're like, well, somebody's going to pay for this, right? We used to make a product that solves a problem, and they'll see the value and they'll pay it for us. Again, that's what we have to do for this. So you should not do that. If anything, if you are saying those things or have those beliefs, that is not because you are self-righteous and think you're better than anything else. That is a clear indication that you have an insecurity about self and about money, and have a false belief about how value is traded for money, and know that you have no fucking clue how to scale a business up, which is why we're here. Again, this is why I created this overall program for you to go ahead and get you the best chance at success in scaling your business up. And maybe one day you want to become one of our private clients that can scale to $20K a month. That would be the ultimate goal. Okay. Now, what we'll go over next, again, too, we kind of went over what this model is. I want to make these a little bit more shorter. I don't want to make this elongated. We'll go over, can anyone do this, and maybe why you can or cannot do this in your business, and then what is and what is not your problem in business and how to solve that, all right? How to solve these issues overall. So with that, I'll see you in the next module.